Welcome into the Bullshit Pretend Friends Fantasy Basketball Podcast. I'm Gordo. With me is Bergs. We are your hosts once
Happy
again.
Ratcast, eh? Happy Ratcast.
Happy Ratcast. Week 16 in the books. What a big couple of wins, couple of big wins that
I fucking
serve to, well, big in terms of how it shapes the playoff picture.
Yeah. Wins a win, mate. You just take the win.
You were concerned about losing this morning and last night.
The team was like trying to be like shaky and T-word it, Fucking they tried their best. I'll tell you that right now. When I get Mitchell only getting 33 points in 3 games, and yeah, they were trying hard, but they were definitely trying hard.
Did enough to get over tanking Buddha.
Yeah, Buddha's garbage, so I should have beaten him.
That's all you needed.
But the thing is, if he had all his players, I probably would have lost, mate. That's how bad I thought my team went this week. So, I'll take the win because it's against Buddha, and I don't win against Buddha very often. But, in the back of your head, I just know that it was just scraped by, really.
He was a bee's dick off getting 9-0'd last week, and you're talking about how you just scraped by him.
Well, I beat him 7-2, but it's closer than what that says, right?
Was it?
Yeah. It was .03 field goal, 10 assists, 4 steals. It was a lot closer than what that says. But fuck him anyway. It's always good to beat Buddha. Especially after our fight in the group chat last week. Last week.
Oh, yeah, you get a last laugh there, although I'm sure he'll say he doesn't care about fantasy basketball this year.
Yeah, he doesn't care. He's rebuilding, mate.
Yep.
Maybe we're good.
Does he have...
He's got...
Whose picks has he got? He's got mine.
Yours.
Is that the only one that he's got?
Yeah, he doesn't have... Baker. Who has his? Baker, right?
Baker had... yeah... Baker has his. Yeah, he gave it to Crouch and Baker got it through.
Look, I'm going to make a bold statement, Gordon, that I will tell you right now that if I lose to Simo this week, Baker will have 3 shots at Wemby. I'm going to call that nice and early, so everybody's aware. I want to win, but if I lose...
Why are you making people aware? I don't need to know this.
I want them to know. Fuck them.
I don't want them to know.
I do. I want Baker to get Wemby because it's going to be the most waste of space fucking team to be on.
He'll pair him with LaMelo and his bunch of waiver wire kids.
Yeah, so I'm doing the league a favour if I lose this week, really.
Well, I mean, yeah, you'll gift us Baker getting picks 3, 4.
Nah, 1, 5, and 6. He's going to get 1, 5, and 6, mate. All right?
I'm sure he'll be happy with that.
1 will be mine if I lose. So he'll be happy to hear that. He's our number 1 fan. He might get an early 2023 Christmas present.
A draft day present.
I lose this week. But look, if I can't beat Simo without KD and Kyrie, then I don't deserve to play the fucking playoffs anyway. Right, let's be realistic about it. But
yeah, you've been kissed on your tiny dick there a bit, haven't you?
I haven't finally having a cute dick's paying off, mate.
James coming into this week missing KD, who won't be back till All-Star.
It's a bonus and Kyrie games.
Oh fucking hell! Look,
like there is literally no excuse for me to lose this week. Like it is literally all my fault if I lose against Sumo.
Keep talking it up because it'll just make it make the quote unquote banter all that much better if you do drop it to him.
We'll get to the Berg's curse later, but I did curse Crouch this week and he lost.
You did. You cursed Crouch very rudely, actually.
Sucked in Crouch.
So that was something that happened in the league this week. Crouch, I don't know if he actually made a big deal about it in the group chat, but that Wizards game.
Did it cost him though?
I'm not going to go over and look at the stats and make a judgment, but he reckons it did.
Nah, he lost. He won by 15 blocks. He lost rebounds by 30. Zinger ain't getting fucking 30 rebounds.
Well, he's more likely to get 30 rebounds than Drew Eubanks is.
Come on, mate. Come on, mate. That's a stretch. Like we all, like anyone who's got players, and Buddha had 2 players. I had Bill. We all lost players. Here's what it is.
I don't think I lost it. Oh no, I lost a game from Gafford there. So
I only got 1 game from Bill this week.
Well,
2, sorry. I lied. 2 of his 4. Sorry, he missed.
Well, you should need to beat Buddha anyway when he's tanking.
Buddha isn't tanking, mate. He's rebuilding apparently.
He's rebuilding.
But
Crouch also had Steph.
Fucking wanker. He always comes out of shit well.
No
worry, we've just made up. We're good. Yeah, last night's chatter was just fun. It was a bit. I think he might have had a bottle or 2 of wine. So I was just drunk. Chat.
He sounded a bit drunk. Just enjoying himself there.
Yeah.
Is it still holidays or something?
He said to me, I was just bored, like I always say to him, so I can't argue with that.
It's your favourite excuse.
But, by the way, for everybody at home, Gordo did send me that meme, and I was happy to pass.
Tell them
that. No, you get ratted, mate. Get ratted. You're too pussy to fucking put it on yourself. So, but it was with absolute pleasure to pass that on to the group, and I'm glad all the boys club liked it.
I just knew it would get a better reaction if you sent it.
Yeah, of course. Everything gets a better reaction if I fucking say it.
Much more enjoyable.
To be honest, mate, when you're the number 1 entertainment guy, yeah, what's going to get better reactions, mate?
What else happened in the group chat this week that's worth discussing?
A lot of racist stuff.
Yeah, we had that big, another couple of big blow-ups there.
But, it wasn't all fun.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Herb Jones, by the way, on the side note, 8 steals this week. People bagged me when I got him. Just won me a matchup. And I had him for a matchup against game of entering 5, so we got 13 this week.
So we're celebrating having Herb Jones get you the win over Buddha. That's is it a bit low?
It is what it is, mate. Marvin Williams type week, I reckon.
I definitely wouldn't go that far. It's insulting to Marvin Williams and to the printed off picture of him that Richo received in the mail.
Hey man, couldn't happen against a better bloke. Let's be honest. Just like the stack fucking strobes.
Okay, so big.
It was a big
matchups.
It was a big day. I was working and checking the matchups, and it was pretty crazy. It was. But look, is this the best finish we've had to a season in the league?
It's got to be up there. It's coming down to those conferences.
By the way, he said he missed in that coin flip. Remember? So was that was probably the last time it was this close?
I guess, yeah. I've blocked out a lot of those seasons. I wasn't involved in those playoff chases.
Richo's usually blown up and finished 7th, and
yes, it was last year where Richo decided to finish 7th.
I decided to be the 4 and go all in and finish 7th. It's usually done by now.
Yeah,
I think Crouch, look, it's one of those mathematical things. He needs all 3 of us to lose this week to not be out.
I think just 2 of us.
Nah.
He needs 2 of us to go 0-2, I think. He's a game and a half behind.
Yeah, but I don't think that happens.
Probably not, but yeah, if 2 of you, me, or Aaron
if
go
anyone's
0-2.
going the last 2 weeks, it's me.
What was that?
If anyone's going 0-2 in the last 2 weeks, it's probably going to be me if we're playing by the odds, mate, the way your team's playing, and Aaron having a slightly better draw with Buddha this week and then Simo.
Aaron does get Simo when I guess Kyrie should have been traded and KD might be back.
Hopefully Kyrie happy. Well, is he ever happy, that motherfucker?
When he's not playing basketball.
Yeah.
Racist shit on Instagram. I think that's when he's happy.
Simo's lucky he's got a lot of wins in the bank.
unlucky this week for Simo. He would have beaten everyone apart from me and Crouch.
2 turnovers he would have beat me by, but yeah.
So he'll feel slighted. Although I did have a 2-minute 0 stat game from Mark Williams yesterday.
Yes.
So I basically beat him with 32 players.
Yeah, it's gross.
So,
Mate, what was that fucking thing you sent me the other day with the last 2 weeks, top 8 players? You had fucking 4 of them?
Oh, yeah, over the last... This is before today, so I'm sure I've got more now.
You and Crouch had 7 of the 8, right?
Yeah, the last 2 weeks, me and Crouch had 7 of the 8 players.
And Crouch has lost 6 in a row.
8 players. Yep.
Lost 3, got a draw, won 6, lost 6. What a fucking... That is a roller coaster of a year right there.
It is a nightmare year, and it shows that, I guess, just how much luck is involved.
Injuries, man. These injury-prone teams. I said it from day one with Crouch. When his team's fine, he's strong. But when his team's injured, he's susceptible to a loss, you know.
Yeah.
And he had 80 come back and play pretty well this week.
Just hasn't had them all together to put it all all together all at once. Just unlucky, I guess, for Crouch.
Yeah, mathematically still. I don't know what he's thinking. Year. If I was him, I'd be blowing it up, but that's me.
I reckon he's cursing Matt under his breath. He's blaming Matt for his loss.
I don't going to hear that shit, bro. When you lose by 30 rebounds, you already won blocks. And then you already win threes because you're playing Richo. You win threes by default.
I'm just relaying the feelings that Crouch is having and what he's.
We're going to get him on. Is he coming on? Are we getting him on?
I did invite him on, and he has neglected to reply. So probably not. But he's got a good half hour to an hour to reply and give us the go.
Imagine the fan tracks ran. It'd be fucking great.
This is your chance, Crouch. Get on the soapbox and have a big fan tracks rant.
So do we just go through the results just to give everyone a heads up? That doesn't look like Baker and Shaky.
Just so, our biggest fans, just so you know the state of the league, I beat James Simmering 6-3. Bergs beat Buddha 7-2. Aaron beat Shaky 7-2. Richo beat Crouch 6-3. Matt beat Marcus 5-4.
That's a story in itself. That shot.
Matt was talking today. He was concerned he might lose. Didn't really end up.
Serge pretty much just
halfway through the day.
Set his team on Sunday and won.
Yeah, he played Baker. I don't think he checked his lineup all week.
Well, they both had 33 games though, so it's good to see. Good to see.
Probably because he set his lineup on last week and didn't look.
Yeah, only one matchup didn't get the games in it this week, and you know.
They both had 32.
Aaron with his injuries, and then Shaky had Trey not play, and then didn't put Duran on, but Duran did nothing anyway, so it wouldn't matter.
He also picked up Aaron Gordon, who didn't play.
Yeah.
And not Aaron Gordon, Eric Gordon, who didn't play. Gordon. So he could have.
He actually he made some moves to try and win, so which is good to see. I think when I had a chat to him about it, he was like, "Fuck Aaron. I'd love to give him shit about trading LaMelo and missing playoffs." So that was his whole philosophy about it. Again, spite rules us all, which is great.
Spite is a powerful motivator.
That's what we want to see. Nothing but spite in this league. A good fantasy league has got to have spite, boys.
What else?
Good fantasy league, mate.
I don't think there's a better motivator than spite, honestly.
No, it's way better than revenge, definitely.
So the standings that we have remain unchanged.
It does remain
on top. Yeah, Matt on top. Then Serge, half a game behind Matt. James
and Richo the same.
Third. Yeah, tied with Richo.
Same points.
Yeah, so Simo and Richo tied for third there, and then you, me, and Aaron tied for the last 2 playoff spots. So 2 in, 1 out. We've got Crouch mathematically still alive.
Yeah. But not really.
In 8th, Marcus, Buddha, Shaky, and Owen 16.
Owen 16, bro.
So I guess this is a good time to remind everyone that if Baker goes into this year without a win, he's going to have to keep his team name the bye until we have a new Owen next year.
Damn.
And we're going to have to think of a really fucking intense punishment.
Yeah, deserved. Truly fucking deserved, mate.
Probably just cutting off his balls at this point. It needs to be something like just.
Do we get rid of content, bro? We can't get rid of content, mate. Think about the draft day content, mate.
We could just mount them on that last place trophy.
Put it on the trophy,
content in itself.
Actually, by the way, it's actually here. You can see it. Everyone else can't. But I actually bought it in from my car. I actually bought it in from my car for the first time this year. So I cleaned out my car yesterday.
I should have been checking that it's on display in your house. Good to see that you are following the league rules.
In my car. Totally forgot about it. But no one's asked, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Well, Marcus never even possessed it for all of his reign. So,
but you've seen it now, mate. So
I can say it's on display. It's on display in your room. So I guess that's good enough.
Yeah, I'll enjoy the last few weeks of it. Before it becomes Baker's, because let's be honest, he's not beating anyone.
I can't say Baker winning any matchup against anyone.
It's the perfect year for that new stupid rule with the draft picks to make the Beast Bowl. It really is.
I think it's just the Wembanyama thing.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like, you're guaranteed not to lose. You're not going to get punished, but you get the second best horse. You know, that's what I'm going at.
Yeah. The horse can still just die halfway down the straight.
Oh, of course it can. But you've got to give yourself the best opportunity, Gordon. The great rule.
Yeah, I suppose you could say that's what he's done. He's gutted his team for it.
Richo loves this rule as much as Crouch loves Fantrax.
Look, Crouch has had his opportunity to come on and discuss his feelings on Fantrax.
I know,
the invitation has been.
He has a forum to speak, and he doesn't want to speak on it. You know, doesn't want to go against the boys' club.
No, Crouch very much wants to go against the boys' club on this.
Well, he needs to and you know, make his love known for the hatred of Fantrax with a voice. You know.
Yeah, he's I feel like he's not going to do that.
Is there going to get enough votes to go back to ESPN?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think Marcus.
Is that a question we need to ask in the chat, mate?
Marcus and Crouch are very anti-Fantrax.
Aaron's against it, right?
Feels like it.
Yeah.
So
if ESPN goes to, if we could make ESPN Sunday finishes, I'd go back to ESPN.
Yeah, but that's not an option.
Yeah, I know.
It's all well and good to say.
No,
but
that's how I am, because I like the Sunday finishes. There's nothing better.
If we could do Sunday on ESPN, I'd be fine going back. But
make some work again.
We can't at this stage, and doing it, having our weeks end on Sunday is just so much better.
On a side note, though, brother, the 33 fans of Ultimate Footy are happy because categories are staying. You just got to pay. Just got to pay for that, which is fine. My league's going to pay for it, so you know.
So both of you are thrilled.
All
that you get to continue.
Amazed, but you know, hey, power the people right there, mate. Too many people made that a petition going around. I didn't sign it because fuck that. But that a petition going around. It must have got enough signatures. Must have got 32 signatures. Because it didn't get 33, that's for sure. I didn't care that much. But that was just a little thing I saw during the week.
Well, congratulations, I guess. You get to continue doing that.
I think I've won
no
twice,
one else here cares.
Won twice in 2 years. They're the only fucking fantasy place I'm good at.
The rest of us will just continue to enjoy the vintage AFL fantasy.
Yeah, garbage. Trash.
It's fine. Nothing wrong with it.
Points leagues are so 1997, mate.
All right, then. I mean, yeah, whatever you want to say.
NFL's points, isn't it? It is, isn't it?
NFL's points. You couldn't do it any other way.
Yeah, you couldn't do categories, right?
I guess the way that the positions are, it essentially makes it a categories league.
That's fair enough.
because all the players have like different stats they're accumulating points for. It just makes more sense to just put it in points. Anyway, let's
getting a little bit offside there, but
Yeah, Super Bowl next Monday, by the way.
Yeah.
Everyone go egg Buddha's house and egg Shaky's house just cause.
I don't think Buddha's watching it, mate.
No, he's not. That's why you should go take the chance to egg his house.
Take a shit in his pool, you reckon?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I could just easily go there before work Monday morning and take a big dump.
I don't see why you wouldn't do that.
If I'm allowed back in his house, after what's happened lately.
Let's have another racist rant.
Fair enough.
So let's just run through the tips real quick.
Yeah.
We both tip you.
Yeah.
We both tip me. We both tip Aaron. You tip Crouch. And successfully cursed him. And I tipped Richo, knowing that you would curse Crouch. And then we both tipped Matt to beat Marcus and Serge.
I thought I cursed. I tipped you to curse you. So that didn't work. So
yeah, you got close. Like the start of today, I was quite worried. It was very tense.
It's good, mate.
Right. Shea just fucking came to party. Shea and Kawhi, they fucking saved me today.
Didn't joke. He had a big game as well.
Monstrous. Yeah, Jokic had a big game, but it was kind of done by then. But yeah, it was good. I was relaxing by the time Jokic played. But yeah, it was the Shea and Kawhi defensive stats on stupid.
14, 18, 10.
Yeah, stupid field goal volumes.
Oh yeah, forced fucking Jesus.
Yeah. So yeah.
Jesus.
And James Simo had a fucking monstrous day 7 as well. Very unlucky to not get the win there for him.
Yeah. Murray.
So,
that tray's looking great, isn't it? That tray's looking fantastic.
Yeah, we all questioned why he did that in the first place. That was
just sick of Murray at the time.
Right. Yeah. Cool.
Sick of no steals. Sick of no steals, mate.
How are you feeling about that now?
I'm so good about it, mate. Oh,
okay.
I probably could have used Murray if I'm blowing it up next week. Ask me again next Sunday.
Well, Simo is pretty happy with that upgrade over McDaniels. So I went 6 for 6. You went 5 for 6. I'm on 64. You were on 60.
Yeah.
Murray
had a massive week, actually, by the way. 3 games.
He did, yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a 4-game week? Did Joke have 4 games this week?
3-game week.
3-game week. Yeah. Still a big week. 100 points, 3 games. Yeah. Fuck you, Murray. The games I had him, mate, he barely got over 20. Fuck piece of shit.
Who'd have thought that a player coming off a nearly 2-year injury would play himself into form as the season went on?
Look, since I did that trade though, I've won 4 out of 5. So it's not like it's cost me.
Oh, that's fair.
So I look at it as I probably got rid of a little bit of curse off me. So I'm not too mad. If I make playoffs, I'm not too mad about it. If I miss out, I'm probably mad about it. Let's play it that way.
Yeah, all right. Okay. That's a fair enough way to look at it. Let's roll into the matchups for next week. So I've got Shaky off the bat.
Wow. Enjoy that, boy.
I'll tip myself. Who are you tipping there?
I can't even curse you against Shaky, mate. So I'll just tip you. Actually, yeah, I'll tip you. There's no curses. That's the uncursable matchup, that one.
Well, Shaky tried against Aaron. Maybe he'll try against me.
Yeah, doesn't matter whether he tries.
So you've got a Kyrie and KD-less Simo.
Yeah, well, I can't win that, mate. Fucking hell.
So I'm gonna.
Yeah, it's fucked.
I'm gonna tip you because of that news.
Well, yeah. Now I've asked special Ratcast permission to tip against myself this week and curse Simo.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
So as we are dictators of this fucking podcast and our tips, we're going to allow it, and I will tip Simo for the curse.
We can do whatever we want. There's no rules here.
That's right. There's no integrity in this Ratcast, mate.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to tip Simo on that one.
So you're going to tip against yourself, but you're still trying to win. You're not.
Yeah, of course, 100%. I want to make playoffs. Like fucking hell.
Yeah. This is strategy here. You're trying to curse.
It worked against Crouch. Let's see if it works against Simo, mate.
Good luck to you there. I don't think you really need to curse him. I think that you should be beating him this week with the injuries and
but
the
this is the
outs that
problem,
he has.
Whenever my team should win, they fucking play like dog shit.
Well, Booker, I think Booker's coming back this week too, which puts a bit of a damper on Mikal Bridges, who's been really good.
Yeah.
So that hurts Timo as well.
Come back. Yeah, that's fine. Come back.
Speaking of Booker, Aaron will be happy to get him back against Buddha this week.
Yeah. Interesting to see how Buddha goes about it, because I know he wanted to beat me like anything, so he'll probably
just completely throw it against
his
two-time champion bum buddy. Yeah.
I'll be watching that matchup clearly for integrity this week. So
I'm going to tip Aaron. Are you going to try and throw another curse out here?
Yeah, fucking oath. I'm all about the curses, so I'm going to tip Buddha. Fucking oath. Tip Aaron. Sorry.
You tip Aaron, hoping that you've cursed him.
Yeah. One of those two have got to work, mate. All right.
Yeah, that's fair. All right.
You know.
If one of those two works, you're still alive. So.
Yeah, playing the odds.
Serge versus Richo. This is a big playoff preview matchup here.
That's a nothing matchup, really.
A nothing match. I mean, it's like a dead rubber, but interesting to see how they play.
Okay, whoever you don't pick.
Okay, well, I'm going to tip Serge, so you're going to tip Richo?
I'm on the Richo 5-4 train. Let's go, Richo. 5-4 is ass, mate. Serge does struggle against teams with defensive stats, so Richo, remember that, buddy. You're about to win them 2 categories against him.
Oh, yeah, that is a bit true. We've got Crouch versus Marcus.
Well, look, I'm assuming Crouch will just try and win this one and see what happens with the rest of the matchup. So,
I don't see him throwing in the towel.
I can't throw too many curses out there. This is not a tip for curse. This is a tip because I think he should win. Just so the world knows,
Just so everyone's aware.
Yeah.
You're tipping Crouch?
Yeah, but because you win, not to curse him.
I'll also tip Crouch there. And the last one, obviously, Matt giving himself a nice week off right before he heads into the last round.
He can play someone less. You know how we have them matchups where in the past, I don't know if it's allowed anymore in this league, but surely there's a fucking bet to happen there. Surely there's a category bet maybe.
Yeah, maybe Matt can try and win with 25 players or something.
Maybe just go on categories. Like give him fucking 3 categories. If that makes sense, How many categories will Baker win? Have that type of bet.
Oh, we're just gonna have a bet on under over Baker. Yeah, okay, yeah. We haven't had bets for a while. We need to get some more bets going out. Maybe you and Simo can have a bet this week.
No.
No.
I've already guessed, mate. So
Richo and Serge should have a bet to spice up their matchup. Yeah, you got a dead rubber there. Have a bet on that one.
Yeah, the 2 dead rubbers should be having a bet.
Crouch and Marcus as well.
Yeah, well, it's not really a dead rubber, so that's okay. I'm allowed to leave. I'm okay to leave that one.
All right, so yeah, Matt and Baker and Serge, who obviously I'm assuming just does not listen, and Serge and Richo.
I think he might. I think he's a closet fan, mate. I reckon.
Serge is a closet lot of things, but I don't think he's a closet fan.
I reckon he's always asking about the podcast, mate. I reckon he listens to it every week.
Does he really? Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Well, Serge, give us an indication that you do listen.
Please. Yeah.
Make a bet with Richo on this.
Call me a fat prick in the chat once you listen to the podcast.
And make a bet for some cruises with Richo.
Yeah, please.
That's what we need. We're lacking that.
Sugar-free, of course, Serge. You know the drill, mate.
Yeah, absolutely, of course.
Oh, another big week, really. Well, it's a big week for me. I think you 2 will win.
It is just a big week coming up in terms of the playoff picture.
With the trade deadline on Sunday.
Yeah, trade deadline end of the week.
Decisions to be made.
A lot of decisions to be made, and I just want to throw back to a month ago when I had just lost to Marcus and Richo brought up his playoff projections and did not have me pictured at all. Completely wrote me off.
Yeah, well, come on, mate. You have won 5 in a row, so it wasn't that far off the mark from Richo, to be honest. Even you thought the same thing back then.
Well,
your team has exploded the last 4 or 5 weeks, mate.
Oh, who'd have thought you get players back from injury and your team goes better?
Kawhi also. Kawhi makes a big difference when he's playing well.
Yeah, Kawhi's found some vintage form.
Joker and Shea been playing well all year, mate. That hasn't changed.
No, it's just
Fred.
It's Kawhi and Van Vliet playing well.
Fred's been dominating.
It's nice for once.
Yeah. So when you have 4 or 5 in Garland, if you can probably got 5 quality players playing well, mate, it's hard to beat that shit.
Yeah, Garland's been down a bit lately, but Mobley's actually his slow start to the year. He's picked up a bit.
No way, I watched Mobley closely now. I won't mention it because I'll get another shot, but there's a reason why I watch Mobley closely now.
I assume it's just because you've Donovan Mitchell, so you're watching a lot of Cavs games.
Yes. Spot on.
Yep.
Yeah. Spot on.
Yep. Cool. We'll go with that one. Anything else happen worth discussing this week? It didn't really bring us much of an agenda.
No, it was pretty self-explained agenda. Nothing too crazy, to be honest. It's amazing how close this finishes. There's a chance that only one team blows it up of the 4, which is crazy.
Yeah, another big shout out to those conferences that Richo did draw up.
I hate them. I hate them.
They're fantastic, Richo.
I love conferences. If I get Baker twice, if I don't get Baker twice, I hate them. This is how it works.
Well, Baker was such a heavy favourite to win this time last year that he bought himself a championship shirt or hat or fucking whatever. He was already celebrating his win.
Yeah, big fan.
So you can't just be upset about not playing him twice.
Why got the same thing this year, right? With Serge and Brain. They're outright favourites. Could happen 2 years in a row where the 2 outright favourites don't even make the final.
Have either of them purchased any victory laps yet?
I don't think Serge would with his playoff record, but is Bahrain that type of bloke? He's a dictator, so he's probably got some, 5 kids in a fucking shop somewhere weaving him up some merch.
I think Matt's been called Kevin long enough that he would know not to go ahead and try and curse himself by doing that. Surely
he knows the karma by now.
Yeah, that behaviour wouldn't be wouldn't go down well if even the boys club found out.
He could just do what fucking Aaron did, or whoever bought the extra ring.
That was Aaron, yep.
And just wait for someone else to win and say they bought it. He could just pull that out. Doesn't have to have a year ship shirts, does it?
Yeah, I guess he could.
The Simo's a cow. You know this.
Simo. Poor guy.
He's lucky he's a Port fan, I'll tell you that right
now. Well, he's got. I guess you guys have something to look forward to there. I mean, Simo is going to get Kyrie back and KD back, and it'll be.
Well, look, I want him to
right,
suck this week. Simo needs to suck this week and then dominate next week against Aaron.
Yeah, sure. I mean, if he wins both of those weeks, it makes my life really easy. So.
No, just suck this week. Let's be fair here. All right.
He started off so fucking well too. He had PJ Washington's best career game on the first day of our matchup, and I was
you were pretty stressed.
Yeah,
you were pretty stressed.
I was very upset by that point. So
honestly, this is why if I lose this week, I'm going to blow it up because I don't see myself beating you. Because we have very similar teams, and you're better at the fucking categories that I'm good at. With your players playing well,
we do have that 2-week matchup over All Star though, where I feel like anything can happen.
I know, what a stupid way to finish the year though. I could have had one less fucking.
Absolutely, could not have one less game. If anything, we need one more.
Always been dumb to me. I fucking hate it.
No, it's great. No,
earlier though. Is it always this time of year?
I feel like it's usually been. No. It's always now.
It's usually the last round of our year, fantasy year.
We might be finishing a bit earlier. I'm not sure about that.
It's like third. I can get it up on the other site, that Crouching Love. I'll get it up now. How about we do that now? Like, let's have a little suss now, and we'll see when that round came, because I reckon it's always been late in the year, mate. To be honest, league history. There we are. League history. We'll go back to last year.
This is riveting content here.
Oh, mate, well, you know, it's pretty bad finishing on All-Star Week, to be honest. With the sheer how do we call it? The sheer luck that could be involved with players sitting and players not sitting and players getting injured and all that sort of shit.
I believe it is to avoid us playing into April.
Yeah.
So we don't want the final to be in the last couple of weeks of the year, because that's when it gets ruined by players actually sitting out. So having it, right now we finish on the 18th of March.
Yeah, we're finishing way early.
It's only a week earlier than last year.
Is it? Playoff was May 10. Playoff 3 was May 10 last year, bro.
May would have been the NBA playoffs.
That was a late start of the year, wasn't it? Yeah, it was a December start. That's why.
Yeah.
December. So that was 2021. I pressed the wrong year. I'll take that back.
You fucking idiot.
Yeah, fucking retard. Yeah. You're right. It is a week earlier. I'll take that back.
Yeah, so it's 1 week earlier.
March 20, yep. And then... Oh, it was the last round last year. All-Star was the last round last year too.
Yeah, right. So, yeah. At the start of every year, there is like a few quote-unquote fantasy experts who say this is probably the best week to finish your season, based around like when
5 game weeks, right?
Players will tank, teams will start giving up and resting players and whatnot. And we want to avoid playing our final into that point.
Yeah, the year before was second last. Sorry, 2020 was second last round.
Yeah, we don't want
third
players.
Third last round.
You know, you don't want. Do you want Buddha winning off Moses Brown bullshit again? Like,
it's just a question. I don't really care, to be honest, but just a question. I just wanted to ask the question. Like,
yeah, as much as
5 game weeks, I guess. So it's going to be some big stats. So we understand that records don't count in All-Star Week, right? Or do
we understand that?
I'm pretty sure I didn't add All-Star like when I did all the went through and did all the stats. I never did All-Star Week because of the sheer. There's more games, right?
Well, I guess we have to assess if we're going to still play 33 or not.
Yeah, I wonder what Fantrax gives us.
Are we gonna up our?
Well, we probably have to if everyone's playing 5 games. If there's going to be a lot of 5 game weeks, you kind of have to, right? Otherwise, you can get away with just playing 7 players.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to like actually go over how many teams have 5 games or 6 games, whatever.
She has to do some work.
Yeah, and up it to probably like 38 or something like that. Maybe
do 38. I think it was 38 most all.
38 feels about right. So I guess yeah. If we're doing 38 game week, then I guess the records wouldn't count. No.
Yeah, I think I've never counted. So I'll have a look at one of the matchups now from the other site, and I'm pretty sure it was 38. Where's total? Oh, that's total.
We couldn't control it back then, though.
No. That's why. Yeah, we have full control, don't we? It doesn't tell you how many games played in this. Very fucking annoying, bro. Another one on the ESPN shit. So you can't really tell because it doesn't say, which is dumb. But it looked. I don't know. It doesn't look like it was 38, bro.
Well, it doesn't matter. Matt can go and figure that out. He's got a week to decide on that, or to put it to a vote or something.
Sort that out and finally do something this year.
Yep. Anything else happened this week, or that might do us for today?
Yeah. No, I don't think we've got anything else to worry about. Just a massive week coming up. Early games tomorrow, so set your lineups. 4:30 game, I think, by memory.
Or if you're Aaron or Shaky or Bergs, don't set your lineups. Just go ahead and lose.
Actually, 1,100 minutes. Is that normal? Sorry, I'm just looking at last year's.
I think like 800 to 900 is the normal good team minutes for 33 games.
Well, we can look at that right now from this week quickly before we sign off. Just it's not that important, but it's kind of important,
It's not important at all.
No, it's important. I'm going to call it important because I'm saying it. I had 1,100 minutes this week, so that's normal.
Okay.
So it seems like it was a 33-game week.
Well,
in the 30s, yeah, it was in the 30s somewhere anyway.
Well, we did say 38 probably sounds right, but
that's pretty crazy. I had 200 more minutes than Buddha this week, by the way. Fucking hell. I never look at minutes played.
I guess that makes sense for Buddha and the players that he has and the situation that he's in where he is actively trying to not win.
Yeah. I like calling it that, actively trying to not win, rather than
similar to 110 more minutes than I did. Lost, so
there we go. How many minutes did he have?
11:23, and I had 10:13.
Interesting. Shit stat. Put it as a category. That'd be funny as. Imagine that. My Josh Hart 33-minute game for 2 rebounds and 2 assists this week would have actually mattered.
Take out turnovers and make fouls a category, but the more fouls is good. Most fouls wins.
That would be fouls would be fucked. Imagine having that as a negative stat. Like turnovers is still pretty fucked, but imagine having that. Like who's winning fouls? Who's had the most fouls this year? Serge. Probably
Draymond Green and Mitch Robinson.
Serge had 1,321. Porter's had 1,316. Shaky's had 1,155. So that's the difference. So it's not too crazy.
I feel inadequate having less fouls than Shaky and Buddha.
Well, I was looking at the standings, and funny enough with Baker, like his team is that bad. I was looking, he is only average at 2 categories, which is I think he's like 7th in threes and 5th in free throw percentage. Everything else, he's last or second.
He's elite in turnovers though.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot about turnovers. He's the best at
turnovers. He's an all-timer for turnovers.
So 6 out of 9 categories, he's worst. 5 out of 9, he's the worst, and he's second worst at steals. Like that just shows it's easily the worst team in history in this comp.
He's not set his lineup half the time this year. Of course, he's going to be that bad. He's actually only won 31 categories. Oh yikes! Over the course of the season, guys.
I think that's what points made, right? Has he only won 31? No, sorry, he's won 48 and lost 96. So there we go. Baker, your team's the worst in history, mate. Unlucky.
He wins 1 in 3.
Yeah. Yeah, basically. He basically loses 6-3. That's his average loss.
I guess if you said he averages a 6-3 loss, that's better than I thought he would do.
Yeah, it's not as bad as it should be. But he's had 2 crazy opportunities to win this year, and he fucking tanked both of them. So.
Well, suck shit, Baker.
Yeah, fuck it. I love it. I love him being winless, mate. It's fucking great. And he thinks Wemby's going to solve all his fucking problems, bro. Just not.
I've seen footage of Wembanyama. He actually might, but
no. Look, it doesn't matter who. Doesn't matter. You had Joker and Shea dominating, and you were still struggling to win early on, mate. It clearly shows that one player doesn't make that much of a difference. It really does.
Yeah, you do need like enough to field a proper team.
You look at it now, you're winning. You got 4 or 5 playing really well. That's what it is, right? And that's things like one at Crouches. That's where we struggle because we don't get that consistency off that 4 or 5. You know.
Well, this is the first time I've ever had that consistency, but yeah, fair point. Yeah. All right, that'll do us for this week. Good luck to everyone for week 17.
I'd like to take some players to die, but they already have. So. Maybe the break a thumb or something. That'd be nice.
Well, Kyrie didn't die. He just quit. So he can still die.
He's fantasy dead for this week.
Yeah,
and
fair
they're
enough.
playing. They're probably not going to trade until Thursday, which is Friday our time, which means he probably doesn't play this week at all. But that's okay. He'll be fresh from last week, mate. So it's all good.
All right. We'll be back next week to wrap up the trade deadline, I guess.
Could have a guest of someone who's out next week because we were going to do that. Right?
Yeah, Crouch, the open invitation still stands, so let us know.
You'll be the first one to be out, so
you can come and bag fan tracks and Matt.
And I can't invite myself, so
we'll save Baker for when he's actually out of playoffs.
Yeah. I think Baker's keep him on when he wins the Beast Bowl, right? When he's the Beast Bowl.
Or the pre-Beast Bowl. Beast
Bowl week, we'll get Baker on. We'll get the 2 Beast Bowl participants on, I reckon.
Ooh, yeah.
And then we get the 2 grand final ones on as well. So let's just have a beer. Just have one and just talking about those 2 games. That's all that really matters. Probably a good idea, right?
Yeah, they're the only 2 that matter. Probably an off-air conversation to have.
Yeah.
Serge isn't going to come on, so.
Nah, he fucking will. If he actually doesn't choke, he better fucking come on if he makes the fucking grand final matchup. All right, I will work him. Don't worry.
All right. See you guys next week.
See you later. Hope your players diet. Aaron's team, Gordon's team, and Mikal Bridges. Thanks.